Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Beyond the Pill channel. I'm Dr. Sarah, and if you're watching this video, chances are you're dealing with something that's affecting not just your body, but your entire sense of who you are as a man. Let's be honest about what's really happening here. You're over 55 and your body isn't responding the way it used to. Maybe it started gradually. You noticed things weren't quite as reliable down there. Maybe your energy levels dropped, or you're dealing with joint pain that makes you feel older than your years. And here's what really gets to me. The medical system has convinced you that this is just normal aging. And your only options are expensive prescriptions with side effects that sometimes feel worse than the original problem. But what if everything you've been told about treating these issues is completely backwards? What if instead of throwing synthetic chemicals at your symptoms, there was a way to address the root cause using something so simple, so natural, that it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now? I'm talking about a combination that works on multiple levels: improving circulation, reducing inflammation, supporting hormone production, and restoring the vitality you thought was gone forever. Now, I know you're skeptical. You should be. You've probably tried everything: the pills, the supplements, maybe even some of those miracle cures you saw online. But here's what makes this different. This isn't about masking symptoms or creating temporary fixes. This is about giving your body exactly what it needs to heal itself from the inside out. And the beautiful thing? It costs less than what you probably spend on coffee in a week. You didn't stumble across this video by accident. Your body is telling you there has to be a better way. And you're absolutely right. By the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the exact combination, the precise method, and the timeline you can expect to see results. But first, I want to connect with you. What city and state are you watching from? Drop it in the comments below because I love knowing where my viewers are joining me from, and it helps me understand how far this message is reaching. Let's dive right into the heart of what you came here for. How this simple combination can transform your intimate life. Now, I want you to understand something crucial. Erectile dysfunction isn't just about what's happening below the belt. It's a circulatory issue, an inflammation problem, and often a sign that your body's natural systems are crying out for help. Here's what's really happening when you're struggling with ED. Your blood vessels have become inflamed and constricted. Think of it like trying to water your garden with a kinked hose. The pressure just isn't there. Your body isn't producing enough nitric oxide, which is the chemical messenger that tells your blood vessels to relax and allow proper blood flow. And here's the kicker. Chronic inflammation is literally choking off the very pathways your body needs for healthy function. Now, let me tell you why castor oil is absolutely revolutionary for this problem. Castor oil contains something called ricinoleic acid. It makes up about 90% of the oil's composition. This compound is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent that works directly on your blood vessels. When you apply it topically, it penetrates deep into the tissue and starts reducing the inflammation that's been blocking proper circulation. But here's where it gets really interesting. Castor oil also stimulates the lymphatic system, which is your body's natural detox highway. But castor oil alone isn't the complete picture. This is where baking soda becomes your secret weapon. You see, most men over 55 are dealing with chronic acidity in their bodies. This acidic environment makes inflammation worse and actually blocks the absorption of nutrients your body needs for healthy circulation. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is nature's pH balancer. When you combine it with castor oil, it creates an alkaline environment that allows the healing compounds to work more effectively. The magic happens when these two work together. The baking soda opens up the pathways for better absorption while simultaneously reducing the acidity that's been sabotaging your body's natural healing processes. Meanwhile, the castor oil is getting to work on the inflammation, improving circulation, and supporting the production of nitric oxide, that crucial compound your body needs for healthy erectile function. But here's what really excites me about this combination. It doesn't just work on the surface level. Unlike those prescription medications that force blood flow through artificial means, This approach is actually healing the underlying problem. You're not just getting a temporary fix, you're restoring your body's natural ability to function the way it was designed to. I've seen men who haven't had a satisfying intimate experience in years start noticing improvements within the first week. Not because this is some kind of miracle cure, but because their bodies finally have what they need to heal themselves. The inflammation starts going down, circulation improves, and suddenly things start working the way they're supposed to. And here's something the pharmaceutical companies definitely don't want you to know. This combination costs pennies compared to those expensive prescriptions. You're not dealing with side effects like headaches, flushing, or dangerous interactions with other medications. You're simply giving your body the tools it needs to restore its natural function, and that's exactly how healing is supposed to work. Now, let's talk about something that's probably keeping you up at night, literally. If you're over 55, chances are you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those middle-of-the-night bathroom trips that interrupt your sleep, the feeling like you can never completely empty your bladder, and that constant nagging sensation that something just isn't right down there. Welcome to the world of prostate inflammation, and trust me, you're not alone in this struggle. Here's what's really happening with your prostate. This walnut-sized gland that wraps around your urethra has become inflamed and swollen. Think of it like a sponge that's absorbed too much water. It's putting pressure on everything around it. That's why you're dealing with weak urine flow, frequent urination, and that frustrating feeling of incomplete emptying. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. This inflammation is often the same root cause behind your erectile dysfunction. The connection between prostate health and sexual function is absolutely crucial, and it's something the medical establishment tends to treat as separate issues. But your body doesn't work in isolation. When your prostate is inflamed, it's affecting blood flow to the entire pelvic region. It's putting pressure on nerves that are essential for sexual function. And those frequent bathroom trips? They're disrupting your sleep, which is when your body produces testosterone and repairs itself. This is where our castor oil and baking soda combination becomes a game changer for prostate health. Remember that ricinoleic acid I mentioned earlier? It doesn't just work on blood vessels. It's incredibly effective at reducing inflammation in glandular tissue. When you apply this mixture to your lower abdomen and pelvic area, it penetrates deep into the tissue surrounding your prostate and starts working on that chronic inflammation that's been causing all your problems. But here's where the baking soda component becomes absolutely essential for prostate health. Chronic inflammation in the prostate is often made worse by an acidic internal environment. Your prostate tissue becomes more susceptible to bacterial overgrowth, inflammation, and swelling when your body's pH is out of balance. The baking soda helps create an alkaline environment that's hostile to harmful bacteria, while supporting your body's natural healing processes. What really excites me about this approach is how it addresses multiple prostate issues simultaneously. You're not just reducing inflammation, you're improving circulation to the entire pelvic region, supporting healthy hormone production, and creating an internal environment where your prostate can actually heal itself. Many men start noticing improvements in urinary flow within the first few days, and those nighttime bathroom trips often decrease significantly within the first week. I want you to understand something important. Your prostate problems aren't just an inconvenience. They're a sign that your body's natural balance has been disrupted, and they're directly connected to your overall vitality and sexual health. When you address the root cause of prostate inflammation, you're not just improving your bathroom habits, you're restoring function to an entire system that's crucial for your masculine health. And here's something that might surprise you. Many men find that as their prostate health improves with this natural approach, their erectile function improves as well. It's not a coincidence. When you reduce inflammation in the pelvic region, improve circulation, and support healthy hormone production, everything starts working better together. Your body is an interconnected system, and when you heal one part, the benefits ripple throughout your entire system. Let's talk about the hormone that makes you feel like a man, testosterone. And if you're feeling like you've lost that edge, that drive, that sense of masculine vitality you once had, you're probably dealing with declining testosterone levels. But here's what I want you to understand. This isn't just about aging. This is about your body's ability to produce and utilize the hormones it needs, and that's something we can absolutely influence naturally. Most men over 55 are walking around with testosterone levels that would have been considered pathologically low just a generation ago. You're dealing with fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, muscle mass that seems to disappear no matter how much you exercise, and a libido that feels like it's gone into hibernation. But here's the frustrating part. When you go to your doctor, they either tell you it's normal for your age, or they want to put you on expensive hormone replacement therapy with a laundry list of potential side effects. What if I told you that your body already knows how to produce optimal testosterone levels? The problem isn't that your body has forgotten how. It's that chronic inflammation, poor circulation, and an acidic internal environment are blocking your natural hormone production pathways. It's like having a Ferrari engine that's been clogged with sludge. The potential is there, but it can't perform because the system is compromised. This is where castor oil becomes absolutely revolutionary for testosterone production. That ricinoleic acid we've been talking about doesn't just reduce inflammation in blood vessels and prostate tissue. It also works on the Leydig cells in your testicles, which are responsible for testosterone production. When these cells are inflamed or damaged by oxidative stress, they can't produce hormones efficiently. Castor oil helps restore healthy function to these crucial hormone-producing cells. But here's where the baking soda component becomes essential for hormone optimization. Your body's pH level directly affects how well your hormones can be absorbed and utilized at the cellular level. When your internal environment is too acidic, which is common in men over 55 due to diet, stress, and lifestyle factors, your cells literally can't absorb and use the testosterone your body produces. It's like having the right key but a lock that's too corroded to turn. The combination of castor oil and baking soda creates the perfect environment for natural testosterone optimization. The castor oil reduces inflammation in hormone-producing tissues and improves circulation to your reproductive organs, while the baking soda creates an alkaline environment that allows your cells to actually utilize the hormones your body produces. You're not adding artificial hormones. You're restoring your body's natural ability to produce and use its own testosterone. What really excites me about this natural approach is that you start feeling the effects in multiple areas of your life. Within the first couple of weeks, many men notice improved energy levels, better sleep quality, and increased motivation. Your workouts become more effective, your recovery time improves, and that sense of masculine confidence starts returning. And yes, your libido and sexual function improve as well, because testosterone is the foundation of healthy male sexuality. Here's something the hormone replacement industry doesn't want you to know. When you support your body's natural testosterone production instead of replacing it with synthetic hormones, you don't shut down your body's own production. You're actually strengthening and restoring the system instead of making it dependent on external sources. Your body maintains its natural feedback loops and continues to produce hormones in the right ratios and at the right times. Let's address something that's probably affecting your daily life more than you'd like to admit. Joint pain and stiffness that makes you feel decades older than you actually are. Maybe it's your knees creaking when you get out of bed, your back aching after sitting for too long, or your hands feeling stiff and painful when you wake up. And here's what really gets to me. This isn't just about discomfort. This pain is directly impacting your intimate life, your confidence, and your overall quality of life. Think about it for a moment. When your joints are screaming in pain, when simple movements feel like a struggle, how can you possibly feel confident and comfortable in intimate situations? Joint pain doesn't just affect your physical mobility, it affects your mental state, your willingness to be spontaneous, and your ability to enjoy physical closeness with your partner. You start avoiding positions, limiting activities, and before you know it, you're living a smaller, more restricted life. But here's what most people don't understand about joint pain after 55. It's not just wear and tear. Yes, you've lived a full life and your joints have been through a lot, but the real culprit behind most joint pain is chronic inflammation. Your immune system has essentially gone haywire, attacking healthy joint tissue and creating a cycle of pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility that gets worse over time if left untreated. This is where our castor oil and baking soda combination becomes absolutely transformative for joint health. Remember, castor oil is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory agents. When you apply it topically to painful joints, that ricinoleic acid penetrates deep into the joint capsule and starts working directly on the inflammatory processes that are causing your pain. But it's not just masking the pain like over-the-counter medications. It's actually addressing the root cause of the inflammation. The baking soda component is crucial for joint health because chronic joint pain is often made worse by an acidic internal environment. When your body's pH is too acidic, it actually leaches minerals from your bones and joints to try to maintain balance. This creates a vicious cycle where your joints become more susceptible to inflammation and damage. The baking soda helps restore proper pH balance, which allows your body to maintain healthy joint tissue. What I love about this natural approach is how quickly you can feel the difference. Many people notice reduced stiffness and improved mobility within just a few days of starting this regimen. The morning stiffness that used to take an hour to work through starts improving. Those sharp pains that would shoot through your joints with certain movements begin to fade, and gradually, you start moving with more confidence and less fear. But here's the connection that most people miss. When your joint pain improves, your entire approach to physical intimacy changes. You're no longer worried about certain positions causing pain. You're not avoiding physical closeness because you're afraid of aggravating your joints. You start feeling more confident in your body again, and that confidence translates directly into better intimate experiences. The beauty of this natural approach is that you're not just managing symptoms. You're actually supporting your body's ability to repair and maintain healthy joint tissue. The improved circulation from the castor oil brings healing nutrients to your joints, while the alkaline environment created by the baking soda allows your body to properly absorb the minerals it needs for strong, healthy bones and cartilage. You're working with your body's natural healing processes instead of against them. Let's talk about something that's probably affecting every aspect of your life. That bone-deep exhaustion that no amount of sleep seems to fix. You wake up tired, you drag yourself through the day, and by evening you're too drained to enjoy the things that used to bring you pleasure. And here's what's really frustrating. Everyone keeps telling you it's just part of getting older, but deep down you know this isn't how you're supposed to feel. The truth is, that chronic fatigue you're experiencing isn't about age, it's about toxicity. Your liver, which is supposed to be your body's primary detox organ, has become overwhelmed and sluggish. Think of it like the filter in your car. When it gets clogged, your entire engine starts running poorly. Your liver is trying to process decades of accumulated toxins, environmental pollutants, medications, and dietary stress, and it simply can't keep up anymore. When your liver isn't functioning optimally, everything else starts breaking down. Your digestion becomes sluggish, which means you're not absorbing nutrients properly. Your hormone production suffers because your liver is responsible for metabolizing and balancing hormones. Your circulation becomes poor because your blood isn't being properly filtered. And yes, your sexual function declines because your body simply doesn't have the energy and resources it needs for optimal performance. This is where castor oil becomes absolutely revolutionary for energy restoration. Castor oil has been used for thousands of years as a liver detoxifier, and modern science is finally catching up to what traditional healers have always known. When you apply castor oil topically over your liver area, it stimulates lymphatic drainage and helps your liver process and eliminate the toxins that have been weighing you down for years. But here's where the baking soda becomes essential for energy restoration. Your digestive system is probably more acidic than it should be, which creates an environment where harmful bacteria and yeast can overgrow. This creates what's called leaky gut syndrome, where toxins that should be eliminated through your digestive tract instead get absorbed back into your bloodstream. The baking soda helps restore proper pH balance in your digestive system, creating an environment where beneficial bacteria can thrive. What happens when you combine these two powerful detoxifiers is nothing short of remarkable. Your liver starts functioning more efficiently, your digestion improves, and your body begins eliminating the toxic burden that's been sapping your energy for years. Many men notice improved energy levels within the first week, but the real transformation happens over the first month as your body's natural detox pathways start working properly again. And here's the connection that most people miss. When your energy levels improve, everything else improves with it. Your mood becomes more stable and positive. Your motivation returns. Your physical stamina increases, which directly translates to better performance in all areas of life, including the bedroom. You start feeling like yourself again instead of like a shadow of who you used to be. The beauty of this natural detox approach is that it's gentle but effective. You're not shocking your system with harsh cleanses or extreme protocols. You're simply supporting your body's natural ability to cleanse and heal itself. Your liver gets the support it needs to process toxins more efficiently. Your digestive system gets back into balance, and your entire body starts functioning the way it was designed to function. This is how real, lasting energy restoration happens, from the inside out. All right, my friend, this is the moment you've been waiting for. I'm going to give you the exact recipe, the precise measurements, and the step-by-step method that's going to change everything for you. But before we dive in, I need you to understand something. This isn't just about mixing two ingredients together. This is about creating a powerful healing compound that's going to work on multiple systems in your body simultaneously. Let's start with what you're going to need. First, you want high-quality cold-pressed castor oil, not the cheap stuff from the pharmacy that's been processed to death. I'm talking about organic, hexane-free castor oil that still contains all of its healing properties. You'll also need pure baking soda, sodium bicarbonate without any additives or anti-caking agents. And here's something crucial. You want to make sure both ingredients are as pure as possible because you're going to be applying this to your skin, where it can be absorbed directly into your system. Here's the exact formula that's been working for thousands of men. You're going to mix 2 tablespoons of castor oil with 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now, this might seem simple, but the ratio is absolutely critical. Too much baking soda, and you'll create a mixture that's too alkaline and could irritate your skin. Too little, and you won't get the pH balancing benefits we talked about. This 2.1 ratio creates the perfect balance for maximum absorption and effectiveness. The mixing process is important too. You want to start by putting the castor oil in a small glass bowl. Never use plastic or metal containers because they can react with the ingredients. Then slowly add the baking soda while stirring continuously. You're going to notice that the mixture becomes slightly thicker and takes on a creamy consistency. This is exactly what you want. The baking soda is creating tiny channels in the oil that will help it penetrate deeper into your skin. Now, let's talk about application. For erectile dysfunction and general circulation improvement, you're going to apply this mixture to your lower abdomen just above your pubic area. Use gentle, circular motions and massage it in for about 2 to 3 minutes. The key is to be consistent. You want to do this every night before bed, about an hour after your last meal. Your skin will absorb most of the mixture within 15 to 20 minutes. For prostate health, you're going to extend the application area to include your lower back, right over your kidney area, and the space between your testicles and anus, what's called the perineum. This might feel a bit awkward at first, but this area has incredible absorption properties and direct access to your prostate and reproductive organs. Again, gentle circular motions for 2 to 3 minutes. For joint pain, you're going to apply the mixture directly to the affected joints. Knees, hands, shoulders, lower back, wherever you're experiencing pain and stiffness. The beauty of this approach is that you can use it on multiple areas simultaneously. Many men apply it to their abdomen for digestive and liver support, their lower back for prostate health, and their knees for joint pain all in the same session. Here's what you can expect week by week. In the first week, you might notice improved sleep quality and slightly better energy levels. Don't get discouraged if you don't see dramatic changes immediately. Your body is starting to heal from the inside out. By the second week, most men notice improvements in urinary flow and reduced nighttime bathroom trips. Week 3 is often when the real magic happens: improved erectile function, better energy, reduced joint pain. By the 4th week, you should be feeling like a completely different person. My friend, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I want you to take a moment to really absorb what you've learned. This isn't just about mixing castor oil with baking soda. This is about taking control of your health, your vitality, and your life in a way that actually works with your body instead of against it. You now have the knowledge and the exact method to address erectile dysfunction, prostate issues, low testosterone, joint pain, and energy problems using something that costs less than what you probably spend on a single prescription copay. But here's what I really want you to understand. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. You can watch 100 videos about natural health, but until you actually start applying what you've learned, nothing changes. Your body is waiting for you to give it what it needs to heal itself. Those expensive prescriptions, those invasive procedures, those side effects you've been tolerating, they're not your only options anymore. You have the power to transform your health naturally, safely, and effectively, starting tonight. So I'm asking you, what are you waiting for? Your body has been patient with you, but it's time to start giving it the support it deserves. Try this method for 30 days, be consistent with it, and I promise you'll be amazed at what your body can do when you finally give it the right tools to heal itself. I want to hear about your journey, so please share your experience in the comments below. Tell me what city and state you're from, and let me know how this natural approach works for you. If this video has opened your eyes to a new way of thinking about your health, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss the latest natural health solutions. And please, share this video with any man in your life who might be struggling with these same issues, because every man deserves to know that there are natural alternatives that actually work. Always remember, the truth goes beyond the pill.